Hello, welcome to United Kopitiam. Now it's about 10:30 in the morning, and in Malaysian time, it's a match at 3 o'clock, which ended at 5 o'clock. So that's as as a Malaysian fan, um, it's always very difficult to. There's a lot of sacrifices to be made, especially in beauty sleep. So this is why I hate Monday games. Actually, Monday game takes away a lot from the weekend, and I really hope that Manchester United will have a lot of weekend games, Saturdays, Sundays, but because we are in Europa League, that doesn't seem to be happening this season. So we're gonna have a lot of Mondays morning and times like this where I have to do the match analysis. We'll do the match review at about 10 o'clock. Welcome again to United Kopitiam. Welcome because what is United Kopitiam? Kopitiam, it's a place, it's a cafe, it's a restaurant. Sorry, it's a cafe, it's a coffee shop where a lot of people come in to talk about a lot of things, football especially, and there are cafes where we can watch football. So it's this is a place. United Kopitiam is a place that it's for everyone around the world, Asians, Malaysians, as so to come in and to talk about football. And this is my opinion on the match yesterday, Wolf versus Manchester United. It's a draw. It's a 1-1, and I can take a lot of positive from this game. Yes, we predicted that we are gonna win 3-0. It's not even, we can't even score more than one goal. But I can take a lot of positive from this game because last season we got battered by Wolves 2-1. In both games, they're very good defensively. They counter attack very well, and this you can see from this game that they did not do the counter attacking. I mean, they do the counter attacking. They did the counter attacking, but it did not appear to to be very effective because Manchester United was very good at the back, and I can take a positive from this game because what I can say is we have improved. We have improved as a team, especially in the defense. So because as you can see, the goal that we considered yesterday was a really good goal. It's really sweet shot by Ruben Neves. It goes nicely over the defender and into the top corner where the Gea just can't reach. Um, the Gea is not superhuman. There's no goalkeeper in the world that's going to save that shot. So to me, to consider that goal is not the worst thing in the world because it's a really good goal. And apart from that goal, we don't really see a lot of attacking play by Wolves, a lot of counter attacking coming in effectively, except for the one flick on headers that it's from a free kick. So they didn't counter attack, nothing came off the counter attack, but what they got on are the set pieces. And this is a routine set piece from Wolves, pass it in the middle where Ruben Neves just strike it, and it worked for them this time around. I mean, how many times does it actually worked? And this is probably the 1 out of 5 times that's going to work for Wolf, and it's worked against us. So I'm not going to go in very hard on Manchester United because it's just one of those days. It's just it appears that Wolf is our boogie team now. We always had our boogie team, and it's Sir Alex Ferguson had boogie team. I always remember Bolton being our boogie team, and we either couldn't win against them, drawing against them, or we lose to Bolton. So it's one of those teams that's gonna take points away from us. Definitely, it's a 2 points drop, but none of us can argue that's not a fair result. And there are 5 talking points that I want to talk about today. So there's the first one is there's a lot of hate on Pogba going online at the moment. He missed a penalty. Yes, he won it, and subsequently missed. It's not a very bad penalty from Pogba. I'm gonna defend Pogba on this solely because a lot of people say that Pogba shouldn't play, get rid of him. But who are we going to put in midfield ahead of Pogba? Over the transfer window, I always say that Manchester United should probably let Pogba go because he doesn't want to be here. There's no point keeping someone who doesn't want to be here. But at the end of the day, transfer window has shut. What can we do about it? If you look at the midfield, who has been spraying the passes in and around is Pogba. He sat deep at the back and he just sprayed the ball to the left, to the right. He is the one that's kind of controlling the tempo of the game, and that's why he's pivotal. Can McTominay do it? Can Lingard do it? Definitely not. So you cannot take Pogba away out of the team. We will lose a lot of creativity. We will lose a lot of control. on in the midfield, we lost a lot of pass. You see, there's a lot of good passes that came out from him. We have, I think, at one point of the game, at the 7% pass completion rate, and that's very good because Wolf had 67%. So we were on top of them the game, and just that the problem lies in there's a very good as a defensive midfielder. I think he's did what he has to do, which is spray passes around to the left, to the right. He went up. When he was needed, he when there's opportunity, and he subsequently he won the penalty. Yes, he missed the penalty, but maybe he's just not our penalty taker. It's just simple as that. So we can't go in too much on Pogba. And we can't say that we lost the game because of Pogba. We lost the game because we're just not clinical enough, as clinical as our Chelsea game. We lost the game because there's not enough penetration. And I'm gonna go to go on about penetration about that, but we need Pogba this season because we can't replace him now. And even in January, anyone that comes in January is not going to be able to quickly settle in and know everyone's running game, know everyone's the game that everyone's going to play, and then the pass is not going to be as good. It's not going to bait in immediately, so we need time to actually bait in someone. And Pogba have to be here this season. It's as simple as that. Pogba cannot go. You can't go on hating him just because he's the biggest persona in Manchester United. Just because a lot of media is on him, we can't go in on him just because he's the most important player in Manchester United. I mean, that's the reason people go in on him, right? There's so many there's so many players in Manchester United that is not deserving of a starting spot at the moment. And Pogba is not one of them. I think we should go on to the players that is not deserving of a starting spot. At the moment, it's not Pogba. We need Pogba. That's about it. Full stop, right? And I'm going to talk about change of personnel slightly later on. But my second point is that VAR is added again. So I won't say that we lost because of VAR. I think it's ridiculous to actually disallow a goal when your arm is offside because it's not advantageous in any way. And you don't take away a very, very good goal that was shot from long range, and something that we should be doing. I will talk about that. So we I don't think we should be able to talk much about VAR. Yes, um in the Manchester City goal, Sterling's goal was disallowed because his arm was protruding past the line. But I don't think that. I think probably the referee or probably we had a discussion about it after that game, and that's why the consistency happened. So I think moving forward, that arm issue, that finger out of over the line. If my hair, actually, if my hair is over the line, so can they consider that I am having advantage because of the offside. So I think it's not an issue. We shouldn't be harping on VAR at all. And one way is worth a discussion for the referee. We should actually bring it out, discuss whether the arm or the shoulder is advantageous for them. Maybe shoulder, yes, but arm past the line, and it's a very, very good goal. Do not take it away from Ruben Neves. I've been talking about Ruben Neves should come to Manchester United for the whole transfer window. Never happened. No news about it happening at all. So I think at the end of the day, it's while yes, it's controversial at the moment, but it definitely did not play a part. It definitely did not play a part in our draw in this game. So yeah, that's my view about VAR. And my third point is I want to talk about how solid our defense is because Aaron Ramsey has come in, Maguire has come in, and they make it look so simple. Maguire just bossed the defense, and I think that because of solid defense that their counter attacking failed last season. Our defense was crap. So Young was on the right side, and we have Smalling, Jones. Lindelof does not have a solid partner beside him, so that's why last season we lost 2-1 to that counter attacking game. But this season, this game has shown that our solid defense has controlled the attacking, the counter attacking play that Wolf always goes on. They defended very well, the counter attack, but we defended well too. Apart from the 1-1 goal from Ruben Neves, they cannot score any simple goals, and they only they can only score outside of the box, and that shows how solid Maguire is. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka is putting on a man of the match performances every single game. His tackle is pivotal. Nobody's coming on the right, so they started attacking on the left. Luke Shaw is probably one of our weak link in the defense. Damon Traore actually got past him a few times, but he got so wide that his crosses came in without much problem, except for the one header that went straight to De Gea. So I think at the end of the day, defense is solid. Question mark is on Luke Shaw. Moving forward, he has to up his game, or we have to look towards Ben Chilwell, in the next summer. But this season we have to give chance to Luke Shaw to actually solidify the left back. It's not really going in against Luke Shaw. He has shown some credibility all over the last season. He was our player of the season last season. This season, I mean, in these two games, he's done not so bad, but he's definitely the weak link, and we can see him as a weak link. Lindelof misplaces some passes, but at the end of the day, he looked quite solid beside Maguire. Maguire make everything look so simple. He just bossed the defense, and nobody got past him on the side. So he'll be a good he'll be good on our left side, because he will cover for Luke Shaw when he's up there. So yeah, Luke Shaw, when you talk about his defense not being that good, his attacking is okay, but he's not putting in crosses, and something that I expected. He has a few runs, but easily nullified by Wolf players. So yes, he has Luke Shaw. It's something that he's still young, but yeah, he has to really step up, right? So yeah, solid defense. Aaron Wan-Bissaka probably my man of the match again after Chelsea. I also gave him the man of the match. I mean, Maguire and him, it's either both of them. So solid defense. Wolf never got past us in counter attacking. It only takes them a wonder goal to actually do it. So my fourth point is, I think, the most pivotal of all, and I think we will lack this the whole season, or at least until January comes, which is lack of creativity. You see, I've I don't like Lingard as a Manchester United player. He runs and runs and runs, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything, because I mean he presses very well, but that's the first half. Second half, we actually lost him. We lack the creativity to actually break teams apart. And I've always been talking about trying to chip at defenses. I'll be always talking about Manchester United inability to chip at defense, because to chip away the defense, because you see there's no creativity on the attacking midfield side. There's no creativity on the right wing. Daniel James and Lingard are both lacking in the final product, in actually the good passes, the no look pass, the little lob over the head. Those are Pogba's game, but he's being put at the back, more deeper midfield role, to actually dictate the play from deep. And I think that's a right decision, because we need someone back there alongside McTominay. McTominay is not the creative player, but he do the simple passes. Actually, I think he did not do too badly. I think one of the hate is on McTominay also. But I think he shielded our defense quite okay. Ruben Neves is a really, really good goal. We can't really blame McTominay. Yeah, he didn't move the ball front as much as he needed, but McTominay always keep it simple, and that's his job. That's why I've always been arguing that players have to. You gotta have players like Pogba who's gonna play the risky passes. People's gonna go in about him keeping the ball simple, but that's McTominay's job, and Pogba is to try to dictate the play from deep, and he's tried to break plays from deep, and I want him to do all the risky passes. If he's gonna lose about 20-30% of the balls doing that, I think that's fine, because he's if you don't have risky passes, we've been talking about creativity. If you don't have that risky passes, just keep it simple. It's not we are not going to be able to break down teams. Just sometimes you need the balance. You need directness. Sometimes the game, and sometimes you just need to slow it down, and it all depends on. It's all about mixing it up. So I think Pogba and McTominay, they will gel with each other very well. It's just that you have to play them into getting to know each other. You have to play them into solid partnership this season. And I think the problem lies in Lingard and Daniel James. I mean, this is the first start for Daniel James. I don't want to go in too hard on him. but there is that problem of not enough creativity, not enough of final pass from him, whether it's a flick on, whether it's a short passes, whether it's crosses. He does not have that yet, and even shot was blocked by defender very, very easily. But at the end of the day, he is a work in progress. Maybe he should be starting. I mean, I did not shout for his him starting the games. I actually put Pereira. I really put the same team in, which is Pereira and Lingard. But probably it's high time to actually look at the options available. Dalot is very, very good cross in him. Maybe he will do a better job on the right wing. And sub in James when he to actually brings him up to speed of the game. I mean, Dalot and James probably could interchange. Um, um, Sometimes you put in Daniel James, sometimes you put in the Lord on the right wing, because our right wing solution. I mean, I wish we have a Lozano, but we don't. I wish we have a Pepe, but we don't. And Sanchez not gonna do it on the right wing, hence looking to go. And I'm quite happy for him to go. And maybe Greenwood also can part of the right wing, because Greenwood has more finished product. Even though he's only 18, he doesn't have the pace, but he has a finished product. And I would argue that Daniel James is important in defending as well. There's one time when I saw him just running back very quickly, just to not even tackle, just to get the ball back from the unsuspecting players, with players. So I think at the end of the day, he did a good job. He did an okay job. It's expected of James not to be able to have finished product immediately. So let's play him let's continue to train him for his crosses. Let's continue to train him to have intricate passes, 1-2 pass. And yeah, he's not a finished product. But Lingard is 27 years old. He should be coming in as a impact sub, and that's about it, to run players when they are tired, and he has no creativity. So I mean, he will do well in the middle field. He will look to do well in the middle of the park, because he has that lung to actually chase down players. He is the Park Ji-sung kind of players. But to start him to get him to chip away at defenders who are very good at defending, at a very, very solid defense like Wolf. I mean, you can see that there's no penetration at all today. And that's thanks to Lingard being in the attacking midfield. And that's why we've been wanting Bruno Fernandes to come, and he is our creative players in the middle of the park. So yeah, that's the personnel change that I would make. I would make Daniel James, maybe Greenwood coming in, maybe Dalot if you want someone to put in crosses, and probably Greenwood has better finished product. And I would argue for Gomez to come in and the attacking midfield, if not Fred. I see we don't have not seen enough of Fred to actually know what he can do. Sometimes we actually forgot that we have a Fred. So we definitely need midfield. We need to buck up on midfield. We need quality midfield. We need creativity in midfield, and Lingard is not the answer. So we should start putting Gomez in, putting who's that Fred in, to actually, I do not know Fred's passing ability, but on Football Manager he's quite good. So maybe you can put him on the attacking midfield role. But if it's not him, then yeah, Gomez is gonna be a good solution. And because Gomez is creative, and he can run too. He may not be the most physical, but attacking midfield, maybe you don't need a very physical players. You don't need to, I mean, defend up high. I mean, yes, you have to pressure players into making mistake, because tackling is never be a very big part of the attacking play in high up on the pitch anyway. So yeah, maybe Gomez will do a better job at pressing. I mean, he won't do a better job at pressing players, but definitely he is the creativity that we need. We need creativity in our attacking midfield. We need creativity on our right wing of someone who can actually put crosses in. As we can see, Dalot can do that. I'm not sure about Greenwood, but Greenwood, what he has is that intricate passes that he has in him. He has that turn, that was a prize player, and he has shown in preseason. So yeah, that's the personnel change that I would make on the right wing, and also our attacking midfield. So on to the next game against Crystal Palace. So please make some changes, because there is no penetration at all today. And I've talked about doing the long shot outside of the box, and there's no outside of the box long shot at all today. They were trying to pass it into the goals, and as you can see, it didn't work out. Like I said, you have to bombard their goal. You have to force the mistake out of the keeper. And Ruben Neves has shown that one good goal outside of the box is all it takes. So yeah, why are we not shooting outside the box? we have to mix up the play. We cannot just be depending on intricate passes, 1-2 passes into the box. I mean, we got it for one goal, Martial's goal, very, very good intricate passes among the attacking players, and Rashford passing on to Martial, who scored exquisite goals onto the left hand side top corner. It was a very, very good goal for Martial, but if you couldn't replicate that, in our further build up, mix it up, put in the crosses, which we didn't, and shoot from long range, which we didn't. So of all the controls that we have, how many shots to go we have? We have only 2 shots on goals, and that's just not good enough. Lingard missing that shot, that ball went away from him. Yeah, so I say I'm not gonna go in hard on Lingard. He does have his good quality, but he's not the player we need to chip at defenses, right? Maybe a counter-attacking goal, yes, but Wolf is gonna sit back and just wait for you. So there's no counter-attacking goal. We need some creativity to actually high up on the pitch. Pogba's deeper on the pitch, and we need someone high on the pitch to actually lob, to has that intricate 1-2 passes. But Lingard is not that player that we need to chip at defenses, and because he couldn't, and it's been shown again today. So that's my fourth point, and the last point is I just want to talk about Ole's tactic. I mean, not tactic, but he's just tardiness in substitution. I think 88 minutes. What the player's gonna do in about 7 minutes, 2 minutes plus extra time, and it's shown Greenwood did nothing because there's just no time for him to impress. And Mata, we actually put in Mata, sub Mata for Lingard, and that's about 80th minute. Also, what can Mata do in 10 minutes that's going to impress anyone? Again, Mata is a luxury player. He's a creative player. He's not the fastest player. Players are tired, so subbing him in at 80th minute, something, it's probably a bit too late, for him to pull off his passes, creative passes for him for 10 minutes for anything to happen. But yes, I think that is not the worst sub at all. Like, Mata's not going to do well if he's going to start, because a lot of energy it's going to run around him and it's going to lose it. But towards the time when everyone's tired, he will be able to pull off that creative passes when everyone's tired. But the thing is, 80th minute is probably too late. Ole, you should be looking at about 65 minutes. If things are not happening, you should be looking to sub in much earlier than that. Change the tactic around, mix it around. So I would put this on Ole for having such a late substitution that bears no consequences that bears no impact on our game at all. So I think this is on you, Ole. Stop. I think since we've been looking at Ole since last season until now, and one of his weakness is just not daring enough to change his team that started out, and I think that is detrimental to our game. 88 minute, Ole. How's players gonna impose themselves in about 5 minutes? And it's Greenwood. Greenwood's not gonna be able to do it in 5 minutes. Not gonna be able to, conjure magic, and we definitely needed magic yesterday. So yeah, that's on you, Ole. And you actually have to change your mind much quicker than that. You cannot be depending on players that's not going to be able to chip away defenses. And you have to come in. You have to be brave, Ollie. You have to be brave to make that change, because yeah, if things are not happening, you have to make the change. Full stop. And that's what's so good about Pochettino. So he had late substitution, Pochettino, before, but he has switched that in his game early in his days. He had very late substitution, and I hope Ole can actually take a leaf from that book, because I want Ole to succeed. And this late substitution actually bringing him down, is a lot of people are talking about it, and this one gonna be one of his weakness in his tactic, right? So yeah, that's my 5 talking points. Our first one is don't hate Pogba. It's he's pivotal this season. He cannot go. If he leaves, I mean, we can forget about top 4, right? And the second is, wow, I'm not gonna go in hard on VAR. This is probably the right decision, not. But there is inconsistency that the referees association has to look at. We have a solid defense. Counter-attacking is not going to work against us anymore. So let's just hope all the 4 players that we have defending today that will keep fit for the whole season. We lack creativity, and I think Lingard and James are part of the problem, and we should look at Mason Greenwood, odds a lot for the crosses, and we should look at Gomez for the creativity and in the attacking midfield role. And yeah, that's we just have to talk about Ole's late substitution, and he should change that in his game. So let's go very quickly on the player rating. I think De Gea 6. He doesn't have much to do. That goal is not his fault. So we couldn't really blame De Gea for the goal. So 6 for him. I think Aaron Ramsdale, I'm just gonna give him 9 for every game from now on. If he's gonna drop from there if he does any mistake, but he has been man of the match performance for me. Maguire 7, make everything look so simple. Lindelof 6, misplaces a few passes. Luke Shaw 6. Adama Traore actually got the better of him. Attacking, I think he needs more crosses in it. He didn't put in more crosses in his game. He needs to have that run into the box, which he did for the goal against Martial, bringing defenders away. So yeah, kudos to him on that part. And McTominay, I give him 6. Is not the worst player on the pitch. No, he defended quite well. He had the simple passes. His game is simple passes, so I'm not gonna fault him a lot. This game, he actually defended quite well. I think there's really I have really no complaint on McTominay. Pogba 6, because he won the penalty. He spray passes left, right, center. He bossed the midfield in terms of passing. That's why we have such good passing rate this game. We actually control a position 65%. That's a lot of position for two shot on target. We should really start shooting a lot more. So yeah, Pogba 6. I mean, it meets penalty, so that's plus minus for him. And I think he could have done better, but it's not being helped by the lack of creativity in our game in front of him. So that's why we need a Bruno Fernandes. Lingard, I give him a 5. Pressed really well at the beginning of the game, first 45 minutes. But then his lack of creativity is actually killing us. And yeah, we need him to be creative, but he's just isn't. And I think Daniel James, another 5 for me. I won't go as low as 3. His pace is something that we have that's the strength of his game, but his end product is not there and has shown this game, and he has to work himself back up. He not work himself back up, but he has to start practicing his crosses, practicing his 1-2 passes. He linked quite okay with Aaron Ramsdale. He ran back to defend, and he can do that job. He's playing for the bench, and it's really good to see that heart from him. So yeah, that's the good part of Daniel James' game. So 5. Anthony Martial, I give him 7. I think he did very well, leading the line, very good intricate passes. The second half, we kind of lose him a bit. Martial is that, I mean, I think me said before that Martial is that kind of players where he will shine when it's given the ball, and playing that's playing a striker. You can afford a bit of attitude, a bit of nonchalance in striker role, because that's him. But his run today, he's not the lazy player that we know, and I'll give him credit for that. That goal that he scored was beautiful. That I don't expect any goal from this sort of angle, and he just shot it top left hand corner. And I hope to see more of him. If could have gotten to the back of Rashford cross, it will be much greater game for him. And that one-on-one, that almost one-on-one that he has, just the ball got to the back of his feet, and he couldn't bring the ball through. So if this couple of chances gone in, we'll be talking about very different games. So very good game from Martial in the first half. Second half, we see less of him. Rashford probably a 6. Good assist, again 1-2 passes, but he loses a lot of flick ons. He loses a lot of 1-2 passes. He is a right wing in this game. I see more of him in the right side. But again, I think in the media it has been said that Ole Gunnar wants him to do that cutting inside forward kind of role, Cristiano Ronaldo kind of role, cutting in, how to play on the wing and end up in the middle of the park and become a striker. So I think I really liked the interchangeability of Anthony Martial and Rashford, the left wing and striker. I'll be always talking about Carlos Tevez, Rooney, and Ronaldo partnership, where they switch with each other. But of course, the downside is, you'd really get lost with each other, like where's Marshall, where's Rashford at the end of the day. So but if they can train together and actually have that camaraderie, that understanding, we can see, you know, them confusing the defenders, and that's what I want, because you know, when you interchange, you know, sometimes Rashford in the striker role, sometimes Rashford on the right wing, you know, interchange with each other, you can really cause a lot of confusion. I think because lack of creativity in the middle of the park, and that's what they have to do to actually break down defenses, to actually confuse defenders, drag defenders away. But at the end of the day, we have to switch. We have Gomez has to come in for Lingard. So yeah, Rashford, seventh, Mata. I think Mata, Greenwood, and I forgot who's the other one who came in. Really do not have time to impress. So there's really nothing much to talk about. And just Pereira who came in. There's really nothing much to talk about him. So Ole, I give him a 5 for such a late substitution. You know, Ole Gunnar. But yes, we improved. We have improved from last season, losing 2-1 to actually drawing 1-1 at Molineux Stadium. A lot of big teams come here and do not get a result. So I'm not going to be very critical in this game. There's a lot of positive that we can see. But moving ahead, I mean, since the first game against Chelsea, even during preseason, our right wing and our attacking midfields are question mark, question mark, question mark, and we have to really improve on that front. So that's my match review for Wolves versus Manchester United, and I can only hope that moving on forward, what's been said in and around, what's been said by me, we hope to see some changes in the attacking midfield and right wing. Yes, that's all I have to say. So GGMU. This is United Kopitiam. Please like, share, and subscribe, and help a small little community to grow. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.